Welcome back to Grind Force Gaming. Nova here, and today's video is actually a recap of a massive amount of summonings that I did earlier today. I'm glad that I recorded it. I had like 80 tokens saved up, as you can see. Normally I'm pretty good about doing the summoning, but I guess I just forgot to do it yesterday, so I have quite a few here. I was hoping, of course, to get Bison, but spoiler alert, no luck there. It didn't happen for me today. But I did unexpectedly end up with enough fodder to get my Chun Li to SSS. Now, as a free-to-play player, I think this is pretty amazing that this happened so soon. I kind of expected it to take a little bit longer, but my draws have been pretty good. And as you can see here, I'm getting a lot of the Thunder faction popping up. The Awakening is a pretty intricate thing. It's kind of difficult, and it's definitely nerve-wracking. You don't want to accidentally do something the wrong way and lose something, or maybe not upgrade something the right way, and then you have to wait longer to get more Thunder faction or whatever faction it is to actually get the right fighter to the right Awakening tier level to do it. So if this is something that you want to learn a little bit more about, I'll put a card up here at the top. Falcon did a video not that long ago showing the process and detailing it. He's one of the members of the Grind Force Gaming team, and definitely check that out. It's extremely helpful. I did speed ahead a little bit in the video here just to save some time. Because I know that you guys want to see this happen. You don't want to wait too long for it. So first of all, I did pull a Dhalsim, as you saw earlier, so I am going to go ahead and get him leveled up just a little bit. I've been kind of level locked by him as far as my limit break goes. So it was really nice to see him pop back into this, get another draw for him, and then be able to level him up a little bit. And he's looking pretty strong already. He's got really high attack, I think. I do need to get some more upgrade materials to get him leveled up a little bit more, but I'm pretty happy with him. I've been working on my flame team just as a secondary team recently, so it is pretty awesome to see him get a little bit stronger, so I have a little bit more power coming from the back line. So here's roughly the breakdown of what we're looking at here. As you can see, I've already got 2 A+ Chun Li's. I've been sitting on them for a couple days now. I've oddly been getting a lot of them in my draws, which I'm not complaining about now. But it seems like one of the more common ones. I don't know if that's the same for you guys or not, but for me, I've been getting a lot of those. And with the fodder that I got today, I was able to easily do this. And like I said, it's a pretty intricate process. It's one of the reasons why I sped ahead, because I'm always like double checking and making sure that I got it right. But this is the final awakening needed to get my S+, which I'm putting in right now, and that's going to be what brings Chun Li up to SS+, and then I can use those 2 A+ to get her up to SSS. You can see that these power increases are quite big, actually. There's a lot of additional power coming in this. These are some of the moments when you see that increase be better than even some of the red gear that you're getting right now, or you have available in the shop, or maybe you're seeing in the vendor when you're in Shadowloo City. But there it is. Looks pretty amazing, doesn't it? So I'm really excited to test this out, and I was very curious right away because I have been stuck in 13 for a little bit. I think I'm on like 1332 maybe. So now that we have this upgrade done, I'm really curious to see if this is going to be what I need to progress farther into the story. So I decided I would do a few of these battles here, and I was still filming, so you get to watch. I didn't really have high hopes for beating 1340. I know that it's pretty difficult. I haven't looked into it myself, but I've heard from other people, especially from people in the Grind Force guild. If you guys are looking for a guild in game, definitely check out Grind Force. I think you can find it by typing in capital G RIND capital FO, and then I think it does come up if you just type it like that. But so far these have been pretty easy. I was able to clear through these really without much of a problem. It is in the 4x time, so it's quite a bit faster for you guys, so it doesn't take so long. And so far, things seem to be going pretty smoothly, but I am starting to take a little bit more damage here now that I'm moving into the higher levels. All right, so 1339. One more to go after this. I don't know how many times you guys attempt levels like this, but if you do happen to lose on one of them, it's not a bad idea to just try it again 3, maybe 4 times. Sometimes it's just the RNG. If you're not getting the crits to land, then maybe you want to try it again, so maybe you can get a little bit more damage. Maybe you can end up wiping out one of the enemies that is making it more difficult for you to win, and then you'll have a better chance at beating it. So you're going to see me go into this attempt here for 1340, and it doesn't really go that well for me. I'm still not quite strong enough for it. I know as far as like the previous stories go, I know that 1040 was a really difficult one. I'll put another card here at the top. Falcon as well did a really good video on that, showing his strategy and how he beat it, and I know it's helped a lot of people beat it. So if you are struggling on 1040, which I know I did as well, definitely check that video out so you can see how he did it and try to replicate that strategy. So here's another attempt at it. Still not going so well. There's just a lot of nuking going on here. And interestingly enough, they have the pairing of regular Guile and Chun Li, which I know is really good because regular Guile has armor break, and you'll be able to see it even though it's quick. You can see the stacking of armor breaking coming up on my fighters. You can see it right there. But weirdly enough, the game doesn't have Chun Li using her third slot skill for the combo, which deals additional damage for each stack of armor break that happens to be on one of the enemies. So you're seeing here with Guile that he has armor break with his super. He has it as well with his first slot skill. But oddly enough, they have Chun Li using her second slot skill, which is just the AoE and has no additional damage based on there being any sort of armor break. So very soon after that, I realized when I was going through my heroes that I actually already had what I needed to do another upgrade for Dhalsim. And like I mentioned before, this is a really nice thing for me because I've been working on my flame team. And it was really cool to see me up his power level today and also up the level that I can have for my limit break, because that has been kind of a hindrance. That's why you see, if you notice before, I have my combat Guile like quite high in level, but the rest of them are pretty low. I was just going to get him a little bit more leveled up so I had better power, hoping I could just nuke some more people. So he's looking pretty good, as you can see here. Really high HP, he's got really high attack, decent defense as well. And Dhalsim, interestingly enough, has really high attack here as well. I'm not so worried about his HP, but gear-wise, Combat Guile is much better than Dhalsim right now. So I honestly think that he's going to end up having a higher attack than Combat Guile when they're roughly around the same level. So I did unlock his fighting spirit here, well, the ability to unlock it. I'm not going to. I need to test this out a little bit more before I end up investing into that, because I don't know how common it is to end up with 10 stacks of pendants, especially if he's using his super, because if you have a quick turnaround and you're not really getting hit that much, I don't know that this is really going to do anything for you. I mean, I guess you get the stat bonuses, but I don't know. I think it's better to save that for something else that's a little bit more useful. Like right now I'm saving it for Elena because I'm really trying to get her up to SS, because once you get the fighting spirit for her, you get not only the massive AoE heal, but you also get heal over time, which is a really big deal, especially for these story modes and any of like the little side campaign missions like Shadaloo and Trial Grounds as well, and Global Operations. So I think that's going to be really important going forward. If you guys like the video, please take a moment to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments how you think we're doing, if there's anything else you want to cover, and we'll see you guys next time.